brief introduction, Occupy the World Food Prize, who we are and where we came from. Naturally we came from Wall Street, Occupy Wall Street. And for many of us, Occupy Wall Street means something. It has some weight because we believe we've hit a tipping point in this country of consciousness. That the majority of people believe that corporate elites run the world. And they came up with the phrase 99 against the 1%. And those folks in New York, you know, of course, where did they focus? Lower Manhattan, Wall Street. Yeah, that's what we learned with Wall Street. They helped us understand, and they're picking up, it's a global consciousness, and you know what? Neither one of the political parties are speaking this. And that's something we learned in Iowa. Because Occupy Wall Street came to Iowa, and that golden moment when Branstad lost his faith in democracy and gave up the public forum, over 30 people were arrested, and we started a movement here. And after that, we looked around and said, what can we contribute to the Wall Street movement? And the Iowa caucuses came. And we believe what we said about Occupy Wall Street. The 1% really does control the world. And the way they control the political system in this country, we believe, is they done bought it out. They own it. They script it. So what we did, with a few people, pennies on the thousands of dollars spent, did the Occupy thing, caucus, Iowa caucus, Occupy Iowa caucus, and we had over 100 arrests. We garnished headlines in many places, and we were able to change the political discourse for a moment to break through about the realities of an own, bought, and scripted democracy. And after that happened, some of us gathered around and said, what do we do next? Where does Occupy Iowa go? And there was an active Food and Justice Committee. Yeah, of course, Food and Justice, Iowa. And in our community, the person who dragged us in this was Jess Resnick. So if there's anybody to blame Jess. And we walked by the World Food Prize and we figured out, whoa, this is the modelload of image making, branding, corporate agriculture, the best thing in the world. We feed the poor. And coming to that realization, buying into the Occupy Caucus model, we started Occupy the World Food Prize. And it's an old story, World Food Prize, land. In my lifetime, it's a 3-generation thing. And that's what's going on here in Iowa. The system has had 3 generations to do what Norm Chomsky calls manufactured consent. Did you hear that? Manufactured consent? Look that up. And with my father's generation, come back from the war, they ran off the land. And by the time we got to the 80s, Bishop Dingman, God bless him, he was trying to save the family farm because they were forcing people off the land. And today, they're doing globally what they did here. And how bad was it and how bad is it? Just a quote from Morris Dingman, 1986, the conference was a conference on religious ethics and theological change at Iowa State. And the bishop said this in 1986. The problem is a value crisis. There's been a shift from agriculture to agribusiness. In our thinking, we've accepted the alleged efficiency of large farm conglomerates, an efficiency that has never been proven, permitting our policy to drive farm people off the land to the cities. And those who have advanced such claims have never included in their cost accounting the vastly increased expenditures required to meet the needs of these new urban poor. We should include the social and human costs resulting from needless shifts from the vacant farm homes to the overcrowded cities and suburbs. They should include the ecological damage to the soil, water, and food produced by attitudes and practices that treat agriculture as an industrial venture rather than a biological enterprise. Huge social costs have been inevitable results of bad policy. That's where we're at. And Occupy's goal is to rebrand this corporate food price over there as a corporate food price. And then start lifting up an alternative, very much like